inside your butt. Ooh, I just added a drawing to the sticky note. That's cool. I don't know how my phone works.
I guess
Great.
not, because, you know...
Apparently I can't record audio on my phone and make it work right.
We don't even know if this is recording right.
Yeah, it is.
So
Look at it.
if it's recording right, we don't even know.
Trashly talk.
Trashly talk.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Your voice is, like, way quieter.
Hey!
Here, let me move it over to you a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. I don't even know where the
Let's
microphone
get- That's better.
That's a little better. Where's the microphone even at?
It's somewhere.
It's like at the...
Right here.
Oh, my God. Don't...
You're gonna blow out the... Actually, no! Okay, we're gonna get out some protractors and crap and, like, find how to, like, get this exactly equidistant between all of us. And then John will come back and all of it will be ruined.
It'll be all ruined.
You can just sit on Isaac's lap.
It's pretty gay.
Didn't want to say anything, but, yeah.
I'm the error of bad news. Trashly, your weird fantasies are, in fact, gay. I don't know what you want John to do, but it's not going to be with me.
No, it's not.
Is that your fetish?
There are some people
Just
that have
saying,
those fetishes.
there's some weird people out there, Ashley.
Like, have you ever seen that, like,
You
spider...
could
that,
easily be one of them.
like those two Spider-Man gifts where, like,
No.
they're on top of each other and the other one's just, like, slapping their ass.
What?
Like, they're both wearing a... They're
Wait a
both
minute.
wearing a Spider-Man suit, okay?
No.
And they're, like, on top of each other, and then just, you hear just the one on the bottom just smack the ass of the other one, so it's just like... That's a legit...
What would be better is if in the middle of the video they had like a graphic come up that said "thwip."
Oh my lord! But that is an actual thing. And there are actual fetishes.
I
people
almost
like
need
that.
to watch this. Almost.
Show you?
I'm not good. No.
No.
Like,
Oh no. Ashley's phone that isn't doing
okay,
anything.
there'll be a
for
copy
us.
of the GIF right here on the video. I
No,
could
there
put,
won't.
yeah, right here.
Please no.
It'll just be whoops, and then that's it. While
And then with
Ashley
the
is also
with the
looking
graphic
it
that
Oh,
says
look it
"thwip."
up. Thwip. How would
Thwip.
you spell that? THWIP. Thwip.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you Google "thwip," a picture of Spider-Man is the first thing that comes up.
Is it like a meme or something? I don't
No,
know.
it's just like that's the sound his webs make.
Thwip.
It's "thwip."
Thwip.
What would I look up?
I don't know. Just look
Spider ass.
up. What would you look up? Just look up like Spider-Man costume fetish.
Spider-Man fetish.
You may need to turn off the safe search, so you might want to be careful when you do that.
Be careful. A quick open an incognito tab.
Oh my lord. Have you ever heard of? Oh my god, what is it called? Shafting.
Shafting?
That is when another man sticks his dick inside another man's shaft while it's like it's usually with.
What?
Wait,
It's,
I was just looking up this Spider-Man thing, and now you're talking about this.
Don't
Yeah.
look up shafting.
it's like don't look up shafting, but it's like
No graphic
it's-
for shafting will
no
appear on the
graphic,
screen.
It'll just be censored. Just for some reason, we'll have to make a picture for like the.
A visual
a podcast.
representation.
No, like I'd figure that, and we have
Yeah.
to make like a visual for the podcast. Like, what is that even going to look
What should
like?
we have it be?
I don't know.
We
Just,
should have it be John's face with just rip underneath of it.
but it has
Where
to-
are you?
It has to be something that can be used in like every single one of them, regardless who's in it.
All right.
Because so far we have 3 people. We would have had like 6
Would have had 7.
if I would have like brought it when I was supposed to, but I didn't. I thought we were doing
Nah.
this on Friday.
Nah.
Because why can't we do it tomorrow
I don't
too?
know.
Because
What do you mean?
what do you mean? What do you mean? What I mean? Because then we have second period open, right?
I thought the plan was to have John and Ashley here, which clearly that didn't work out anyways.
Hey,
but,
I count for both of us.
well, fine.
What are you listening to? You're gonna give me
Are you-
you're gonna
what?
Give me
Okay,
you're
Pirates
gonna
of
give
the
me a
Caribbean.
copyright strike.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That's
Yeah.
an actual thing that I'm afraid of.
Okay.
What? What is happening? Okay, I need to see this video.
Just wait.
This is funny vines.
That's it.
Wait.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
That's not the exact one though. There's
I know.
there it is. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, I don't even know how to feel about that.
You feel your spidey senses tingling?
Oh no. There's so many things wrong with this.
Oh my word.
Oh no. Ah.
Oh
What?
my god.
Oh, SpongeBob, no. No. Okay. Well, I'm officially done with this video. Okay.
Yeah.
John,
that-
So, in other news, hi.
Hello, teacher lady.
Do you want to be on the podcast? John's gone. We have an open spot. All right, cool.
Okay,
Bye.
what'd you need?
It's about.
It's
like,
just
us
about
talking.
random stuff that's going on. Like we already mentioned, like how the AC, how we always have constant
How it
AC
doesn't work?
running.
Yeah, we're mostly just
In the high
complaining
school.
about life like we normally do.
Yeah,
only we're
complain.
recording.
You're gonna listen to this? Who's gonna listen to this?
Who?
I don't know. I'm
Everybody.
just gonna upload it, and if it becomes popular, I'll keep doing it. If it doesn't, then I won't.
It's a test podcast.
It's a test podcast.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna fill
Should
this
we
up.
actually have some subject matter?
I don't know.
Yeah, figure it out while I get some water.
Okay,
Oh.
have some water. I should have gotten my water too. Anyways,
God, water does sound delicious.
okay, so.
We should send Ashley to
Whoa,
the
I'm
water
not
store.
talking to that. My phone is trying to talk to me. I'm like, yo, chill.
Yo, chill. Netflix and chill. Not with you though.
Okay, so Ashley's gone. She's probably shooting
She's
up
probably-
with Mr. Blair and John.
Oh my god.
So, never mind. I was gonna say something. Just never mind.
Never mind. It's okay. It's fine. So yeah, semester testing.
Oh, that should be a joy.
That's a thing.
Apparently, we need to reformat the entire thing because of the office's convenience. That's how I understood it. I could be wrong. But
I don't even know why. Just last year everything was fine, and then later that I hear
So-
everybody has did the same.
Typically, what we do is the first day of semester test, we have 90-minute test, and it's periods 1, 2, and 3, and we go home at like 1:30 in the afternoon or something. And then the following day is 4, 5, 6. Then the last day, we only go till noon, and it's just periods 7 and 9. But this year, we're going 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9.
I think
And this
they just wanted to be aesthetically pleasing.
like,
So it goes like odds, evens.
but then
the
no,
rest.
it just doesn't because then it's not in order. Now,
I know.
the way that this works for me is that for our PE final, we just have to get as many laps in 5 minutes as possible. So the way it lands, since it's 2, 4, 6 on Thursday, I literally have to drive here from out of town. I drive like a half an hour here and a half an hour back for a 5-minute run,
What do you
and
have
nothing
on,
else.
on 246?
Second period, I had intro to psych. That class is
That's
already over.
That's done.
Fourth period, I have PE, and then sixth period, I have open.
Oh
so
my
that
gosh,
so
that's such
I'm the
bullshit.
same situation as him, but the only difference is I'm a little bit closer. I'm about a 20-minute drive.
Yeah. So
So-
I'm doing everything I can to get out of this.
How badly would it affect your grade if you didn't go? Just didn't show
Not
up.
too terrible.
He would
What
pro-
if-
I'm
he would-
talking to
Oh, I have an idea.
Mr. Beach about doing it a different period because I do have other class periods that are open.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So you know how you can get like cardboard cutouts of like famous people?
Wait, okay.
That's not going to end up.
Okay, Isaac, what do you think this idea is going to be?
I don't know, but
Okay, so
I feel like it's going to be overly complicated. Go. Okay.
so
Continue.
what we do is we take this cardboard cutout of Ian. In PE clothes, you have to wear the dirty shorts that you found on the gym floor.
Why do I have to wear those shorts?
Because, anyway. And so you have to do that. And so then we take the cardboard cutout, tape it to John. Okay. And then he thinks it's you the whole time. So then John has to run twice as much. But that's okay because he's a good friend and he'd do that.
No. Remember the last time I thought John was a good friend? I lost my open campus for an entire quarter. That was a doozy.
This is true.
Jess tried to get me to give her my card yesterday. I was just like,
Hell no.
nope, not going down that road again. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I literally gave it to John for less than 5 minutes, and I got it taken away for an entire quarter.
That was such bullshit.
It was entirely your fault, though.
Mine?
You totally jinxed it. I walked out into PE, you asked, where's John? And I said, I gave him my card so he could go get his shoes out of his car. and he'll be back in just a second. And you said, aren't you worried that they're going to find out that you traded cards with him or something? And I was like, nah, people do that all the time. And then immediately afterwards, I get called to the office because they found him with my card. It was entirely your fault.
Okay, you cannot blame me for that because I had no, like, decision in who. I did not. I'm like, maybe.
You jinxed it.
No, okay, that's just luck. See, if it would have been, hey, Ian, can I have your open campus card? And I would have been like, hey, that's a bad idea. Then I could have prevented it. But.
Yeah, because you were going to come into the boys' locker room. Were you going to hand me those nasty shorts from underneath the bench, too?
You did not know what I was going to do.
I'm very concerned. I don't even know what's going on now.
Just, Isaac, you know what? Don't worry about it.
I guess not.
There was a long series of events that I don't even think I could explain all of them within the span of this podcast. So...
It's kind of like when I thought I was just overly tired and my eye was like swelled up, but it turns out that was like eye infection.
Oh.
That was pretty great.
How does
That
that
was
have
fun.
anything to do with what we were talking about?
Because it's a long.
It takes too long to explain.
It really-
I can't tell you, Ashley.
It
I was
really
still
does.
thinking about the.
It really does. Like for the night before, I was fine. I woke up
And you just wake up the next morning. It's like, oh,
and
my face is
it was
gone.
just kind of swelled. It was just kind of swelled. You and Sam Cordero saw it. They were like, and you guys were like, oh, you okay? I was like, yeah.
It's like, has Megan been beating you?
I felt fine. And then, like, later that night, I realized that my eye was, like, half shut. So I was, like, seeing that much. I was like, there's a problem.
There might be an issue here.
There might be a slight issue. So I immediately had to go to the doctor the next day. He's like, oh, yeah, if we don't get this fixed, you could possibly get an infection in your
rectum. It
your
looked like you were
rectum.
about to say rectum.
I was going to say retina.
Retina.
But I forgot the name of, like, the wire that's in the back of your eye.
The optic nerve?
The optic nerve. You get an infection in the optic nerve, and if it even touches the optic nerve, I could possibly die because it could go all the way to my brain and kill me.
Oh, fun.
So that was kind of the most life-threatening thing I've ever had to deal with in my life, even though it never reached that point.
Most life-threatening thing I've had to deal with is, like, one time I got some, like, toast stuck in the toaster. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me one time.
Just unplug the toaster.
One time I was going to stick a knife in a toaster because there was toast stuck in it, and I did not know that you weren't supposed to.
Okay, wait, how old were you when this happened? Was this yesterday?
It wasn't that long ago.
Oh my god.
I was
Ashley.
older than 13.
You are
No.
the greatest. Oh my god.
I was 15 probably.
You are the greatest person.
Okay, no, and so John and my mom were standing there, and they were like scared. They're like, no, don't do that. And I'm like, do what? And they're like, don't stick a knife in the toaster, you stupid ass. And I'm like,
Your
how was I supposed to know?
mom and John said that to you?
No,
Your mom
it's
called
like
you
what they were
stupid ass.
thinking. My mom
Oh.
would never say that to me. She'd call me a dumb fuck, but that's not the point.
Holy shit. I always
That escalated quickly.
Wow.
I'm kidding. She would be like, don't do that, Ashley.
Ashley,
you
now,
might die.
don't do that. Be careful. Darling.
just like try to just stay calm at all times. And then finally, just one day, she just blows up and just starts unleashing holy hell on everybody. Just every word in the sailor language has been said.
Have you ever seen that happen with someone when they just like totally like fly off the deep end and you're like, whoa?
Yeah, my dad.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Lucina.
Oh.
That happened to her like a couple
Did it?
days ago.
No way.
She was like, I don't even want to teach here anymore and all this stuff.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I'm like, well.
She was teaching at Iowa Central before she came here. I was like, why did you make that decision?
That was like a downgrade to like
Seriously.
15 levels.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, now I know
You
not
got
to.
reincarnated as a cockroach. That's basically the equivalent of what happened there.
What book is that?
What?
There's
That's
a
a
book
book?
where a guy. Yeah, there's a book where a guy gets turned into a cockroach.
What books do you
We
read?
read it in Mrs.
Oh,
Lewinsky's
I know
class.
what you're talking about.
Yes!
Oh, what is that book? I know what she was talking. It's not a book though. It's a short story. Was it?
Yes.
It's a short story. It wasn't a book.
I'm
No,
gonna look it
was
up.
it a book?
It could have been a smaller
Cockroach book.
book.
Thanks,
Siri.
What kind of phone do you have? Is that like the iPhone 6?
It's a 6S.
It's a 6S. It does like the touchy thing.
Yeah, the touchy
That
thing.
sounded really bad.
Aren't they all supposed to do the
Oh,
touchy
by
thing?
the way, in second period, I programmed all my fingers onto my phone.
Oh, nice. How
Yeah.
long did that take you?
It took me about 2 minutes, but I'm probably going to delete one of them and then program my dick on it.
We need to do that.
I
So
do.
we were discussing this.
That's gross.
Somebody actually, when the
Don't tell
iPhone
John to do
5S
that.
first came out, he tested the Touch ID like on the head of his penis,
That's so gross.
and it actually like functioned, and like he could like scan his dick to unlock his phone. True story.
Metamorphosis!
Yes.
Oh, wow, never would have guessed that name.
Wow. And you actually found that using Siri in one go?
No.
No.
No?
No.
How many times did it take you?
2?
2? Wow, that's a new record.
Oh, no, anyway. I know not to stick a knife in a toaster, so.
Wow, glad you learned that one finally before you
Probably wasn't
graduated
worth
high
it.
school.
You know what? I learned this from cartoons, and so you know how smart ass I did? I unplugged the fucking toaster and then did it.
Well, now I do
You
that.
learned that from cartoons?
I learned that from
Cartoons
when
are
I was, like,
educational. I've been
like,
saying it for years.
From like 4. I was 4, and then like there's a piece of toast in the toaster, and I was like, and then I just unplugged the fucking thing, stuck the knife in there, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna electrocute it. Tore the toast up, and then just dumped it out. I didn't actually get it out. I just like mashed the fuck out of that toast just because I felt like so empowered.
Like the
And then-
second that you didn't get electrocuted, you're like, I'm such a pro, and just
yeah, that's really what
obliterated your
happened.
toast.
Now this is
toast
where,
just,
this is
like,
where the
turned to
story gets a
crumbs.
little weird.
Okay.
Because I did this on my table, and my mom walks in, and she was gonna yell at me, but she realized 2 things. 1, it was unplugged, and 2, it was on the table instead of on the counter. So I was doing this on the counter, so she was like, and then just walked out of the room. I was like 5. I remember that vividly.
Wow.
I also remember. I think this was a dream, but I'm not sure, because our couch is like on like a ledge, and then if you like leap off the back of the couch, it's probably a good 3-foot drop, because
Okay.
like it's like right next to the stairs.
Yeah.
So I remember having a dream that I was like little. I was crawling around on like the edge of the couch, and I fell off, and then I just remember waking up the next morning. I do not remember if that was an actual dream or if that was real, because the equivalent was I woke up and my head hurt. So I do not.
Creepy.
So I do not.
So
remember.
you're telling me last night you just went out and started crawling on your couch? And, no, I'm kidding.
No, this
You turned
happened.
into a baby.
This happened when I was like.
Metamorphosis.
Oh my
Part
God.
2, chapter 2.
This was like a long time ago. This was like.
That thing happened to
Weird.
me this morning. So I had this dream last night that I would take out my retainers and I would bleed like uncontrollably.
Oh my god.
And so I'm like, what the heck? And I wake up this morning and my jaw and right here hurts. And so I'm like, I'm not taking my retainers out for nothing. I am keeping them in, and I left them in the shower and everything. And so I took them out, and I was really scared. But it's just
Seriously?
like it's really sore. Like I don't know why this would be sore
Now-
from the retainers, but
Probably the weirdest dream I've had, like weird because it was actually like semi-relevant, was quite a few years ago, I had gotten like my toe smashed, and like the toenail was all like black and stuff, but
Oh.
for like months on end, like it wouldn't fall off.
Oh,
It was really weird. And then one night I had a dream, and in the dream, like I was like sitting by my bed, and I like looked at my hands, and like my fingers just started turning black and stuff, and then they'd like crumble away, and like blue, like really dark, like blue, almost black blood was like seeping out of them.
what the fuck,
And
Ian?
I woke up and I was like totally freaked out. And then, like,
You
I
looked
got
at
up
your
to go to
hands
the
and-
bathroom, and then my toenail fell off. But like, the thing that's weird though is because like my hands they turned black before they'd crumble, and it was like the same exact like black as my toenail was.
That's like morbid, creepy.
Yeah, it was like horrifying. I woke up and I was like sweating like crazy. It's like, all right, I'm gonna poop now. I guess that's what happened. I remember going
Have you
to the
ever
bathroom
had?
after that.
Have you ever had one of those dreams that just freaked you out so bad that you probably didn't sleep for the next few days?
That happened to me, but it was when I
Once.
watched Monster House.
Oh my god.
Seriously?
It just looks like my house.
I had watched Monster House like 50 times, and then one time I
Screw
watched it
Monster
when my
House.
parents were gone, and then it suddenly became scary.
I can't remember.
And
what
I was like, oh yeah, I'm 7, I'm stupid.
Okay, wait. Have you ever had a dream like that? A scary dream?
Oh yes, I have.
Tell me about it.
Because I was playing a game called Dead Space.
Oh,
And
Dead Space.
And you know the main. Guess what the main character's name is?
Death.
Isaac.
No, Isaac.
Oh my god.
So when I'm walking around and you just hear like.
Oh, so you hear like the people yelling at you saying Isaac?
Yeah, there's just like there's.
that.
That would suck.
What got me the most though, my brothers were there when this happened.
Ooh.
I was playing on our big screen in the kitchen, and
Do you have a big screen in your kitchen?
it's like right next
Yeah,
to the kitchen.
Oh.
So like okay,
It's right above the stove,
So
actually.
like, so like there's our wood paneling, and then there's our carpet, there's a table, and then there's our TV.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically our kitchen. It's
Right.
like, but enough about my house structure. But I was just walking in the game, and just all of a sudden, because we had the lights turned off,
Screw that.
everything turned up, and then I just was walking, and then I just heard a woman voice say, Isaac. I put the controller down, I went downstairs, and I was done with it. I was done with it. I really was. I couldn't sleep for the next few days. I really couldn't.
It's terrible.
That reminds me, one time I went to a haunted house in Rockwell.
What?
Hi.
Hey, Mr.
Yeah.
What?
What do you need?
Your Facebook, that French farm thing is not looking promising.
Yeah, I figured not.
I know.
looked all last night.
That's fine.
And I've been still looking and I can't find anything.
I didn't expect you to,
So
so
who would you like to do one with instead?
Me. Just kidding.
anything, I don't know, anything you could find. I've never done anything like that, so.
All
Okay,
right.
anyway.
Trashley's duet is not going to happen.
That's okay.
Do it with who?
John.
John.
So I went to a haunted house
Aw.
in
Anyway, sorry.
Rockwell, and so there was this guy,
Okay.
in this mask.
Gotcha.
It was a mask with a tongue on the forehead.
Tongue on
The tongue moved.
Okay.
It moved. Okay, and so I was in Girl Scouts, and I went with the Girl Scouts, and
This is
Um,
already looking very promising.
this guy, no, it's scary as fuck. And so this guy, he was like looking at me from across the way, and I'm like, the fuck,
What's up?
man, what's up with you? And so he starts getting closer to me, like he knows that I am been like looking at him. I am terrified of this guy. Haven't even gone in the place yet, and he's like coming at me, and I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's in all black. He's got a mask with a tongue on it, and so I'm like, I start like backing away from him because I'm scared, and he starts fucking chasing me. So I run down 2 blocks. I go to cross the street, and I trip and I fall in the middle of the road. And this guy, he's like after me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what the?
To be fair, he's really dedicated to his work. I would have been like, as soon as you like left the block, I'd be like, that's out of my job description.
Seriously, no, and it was like just like a scary movie when like a girl
Yeah.
falls in the middle of the road, and I'm like screaming, and I've been crying this entire time because this guy is after me, and so I am running down this block, and he's still chasing me, and so I am too scared to go inside the haunted house, so everyone goes without me, and I go and sit where you wait to go in, and he comes in there.
Why?
He's been following me this entire time, and he goes in there, and he just looks at me, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like backing away, I'm trying to get away from him. And so I run out the door, I go to the back of the haunted house, and wait for them to be done. And he's trying to find me. Like, I can see him looking
Seriously?
around. Yeah, and I'm like,
That's
like really weird.
that's like a little.
Not even like
overdoing it.
haunted
It
house
is, isn't
creepy.
it?
It's
I mean,
like
it was like
too far.
I mean, I know. I just went to whatever the haunted theme park is in Des Moines, like Whispery Hollows,
Yeah.
Little Hollows,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know, but the guys would chase them out of the building. But then after they got so far, I mean, there's this one time that someone ran and he followed them for a while, but still didn't leave like probably a good block distance, and then
Yeah.
just went back.
no, seriously, this guy was not scared to come up to me. And so I eventually locked myself in the car, and he would wait outside the car. He'd
That's,
be
like,
looking
really messed
He'd be
up.
looking in the windows at me, and I'd like cover my face. And
You should
he'd
have like
still be
called
there.
management or something.
I was freaked out, and they were all just laughing at me like it was funny, and I was like, no, this is terrifying.
like this guy has literally chased me for blocks on end.
Yeah, like if he chased me in this is a new town that I don't know, and he's chasing me down the blocks, and it's dark,
Yeah.
and I am like 12. That's what got me. I was like a young girl, actually literally terrified,
Yeah.
and he's not quitting. Like, he wouldn't stop.
I mean, at the point where you'd gotten like 2 blocks away, you'd think that he'd like take off the mask and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
That was even the first part of it. Like that was when I first got there, and he wouldn't leave me alone until we left.
That's just that sucks.
It was so wrong. I was like, it creeps me out just thinking about it, because that guy, I don't know what he looked like.
Yeah, he could be following you still. You just
still
don't
in
know.
short. Plot twist.
Plot twist.
I was actually going to say that, but I did not want you to just like leave the school and then just be like, "Oh my god,
It was him.
oh,
No, he
it's
was
actually
tall.
John."
He's been following me
It's
since
Mr.
I was-
Blair.
It's Mr. Blair. Oh, it's Mr. Beach.
There's a number of people that it could be. We have a large collection of creepy people.
It's not me
Here.
because I usually just go home when I'm done because I don't want to.
I don't feel like you would be motivated enough to chase someone for blocks.
I don't think I would be either. Like, I'd probably chase them for a little bit, and then if I see them again, start doing it again. Because
Yeah.
if I recognize them, I'll do that. But I wouldn't, by all means, like chase them for
No,
blocks.
people
and
thought I was part of the haunted house. Because I was like screaming and being like, "Help me!" Like they thought I was part of it, and I'm like, no, I am a
What's the
Girl
safe word?
Scout. Like,
What's the safe word?
Flamingo?
Sexy flamingo.
Sexy flamingo.
What if you scream that running down the street while this guy with a tongue on his forehead's coming after you? Sexy flamingo!
That should be a demanded. They should have like a safe word inside every
There
theme
needs to
park
be a
that,
safe
that
word.
if you say the safe word, that whoever
just
it is
stop.
has to leave.
Safe
you
word
alone.
is like take a crowbar to somebody's forehead.
Have you
that's
ever-
a safe word.
have
Your
you ever
tongue,
heard of
forehead.
that? It's like those haunted houses that are like people don't make it through them because they're so scary.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Like, there's this one that I read about sometimes, and it's like, oh my gosh, okay, I have to tell you about this thing first. There's this haunted house. It's a Christian themed haunted house.
Okay, how does that work?
This is gonna be
no.
good.
It's based off of like what we don't like, what Christians, like Catholics, really don't believe in, like abortions. It's got this scene
Oh,
of,
that's
an,
weird.
of an
Oh,
abortion,
Lord.
but it's like the nurse is like a crazy lady, and there's blood everywhere, and it's like really messed up. And then it's like it's showing all these.
She's
scenes.
like, ha ha ha, and just taking like a knife to some woman's uterus.
It's showing like scenes in hell of things that Christians are against, like people being gay and all this stuff, and
That's weird.
It's so messed up, like.
That's like really weird.
And there's this other haunted house, and it's like, they can like grab you and they can like duct tape you and all this shit, and it's like
Oh, that's.
there's like fake blood everywhere, and they like get it on you, and people like they're like.
What if somebody
lines.
blacked out in the middle of that and then they just woke up? It's like, okay, I have duct tape all around me and I'm bleeding.
Yeah, like I don't know why you. It's like people like have to
Yeah.
get like psychiatric tests before and after and all this stuff, and
That's weird. You think that that'd be like the degree where they're like, okay, that's too
maybe
far.
that's too much, but
Yeah, but
no,
I guess not.
yeah.
Yeah, alright.
I mean, I guess the worst experience I had with the haunted house and the haunted theme park was there's this maze that was filled with fog. Just so much fog that
Screw that.
you couldn't see like a good 2 inches in front of you. You couldn't. It was
Wow.
impossible. So it was me, Megan, Katie Halsney, James, and did Jenna go? No, Jenna was sick. Who else was it? Me. Oh, Tammy.
Oh, okay.
We all went, and we all like held hands with each other because we did no idea where we were
You would
going.
seriously lose somebody in that if you
like,
didn't hold
and
hands.
we were holding on to each other, and people were touching each other because you couldn't know. And me being me,
At that point,
I
it's not
usually-
even like...
It's so weird how I do this, and I hate that I do this. The first thing that I do to make sure that there's somebody in front of me is I try to find their chest.
Oh, yeah.
And if they're woman, that's a bad thing.
Yeah. That
And
could
so I
end
did
terribly.
that a few times. And I'm like, well, there's a good chance that a lot of people got sexually harassed in this maze.
Yeah.
So
It's the
yeah.
party maze.
Wait, was it like
Hi, Dylan. What you doing, man? How's it going?
was it a scary maze?
It wasn't even scary. That the fact that
At
we
that
couldn't
point,
barely
it's-
It was
get
just, like,
out.
annoying.
It's not even scary,
It was-
it's just disorienting.
Oh, that reminds me
Hey,
of.
Kirchhoff, come be on the podcast.
I mean,
For
we only
2
have so many.
minutes.
We
Yeah, we only have like 2 minutes
we have
left.
like 3 minutes.
That reminds me of Chantel's haunted house. It's on Main Street. It's not that scary, but if the people know you inside it, they
They get inside your head.
they say your name and stuff like that.
Ah.
Like Jackson Campin, he had a chainsaw, and so he was like chasing people around with a chainsaw, and they knew my name, so they were like screaming Ashley throughout the whole thing.
Ah.
And that really messes me up when people are like,
It just becomes that much more real, and you're just
Yeah.
kind of like,
And there was
So,
this one part, they were in a kitchen. It was a little kitchen, and do you know Mrs. Hatcher? You
No.
might not. Well, she was sitting in the corner, and she had an axe. I think it was freaking real.
What? Okay.
Because she started thrashing this
Did it
thing
like have
around.
weight to it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so Hunter Duncan, I was in it with Hunter Duncan, and he trips me.
He works at Hy-Vee now.
I know. He works at Walmart.
He works at Walmart too?
Yeah.
How many jobs does he have?
I don't know. But anyway,
I have a cousin
so
that works at-
he tripped me, and we both fell, and this girl is chasing us around with this chainsaw. And then there was this part, it smelled like gas so bad in there. It was this fog thing, and the floor was like kind of like made of foam, and so you were trying to like stamp out of there, and you couldn't because the floor was like really hard to walk, and so it was foggy, and people were chasing you around, and it was just so annoying and creepy. I hate haunted houses. I cannot deal with them.
I haven't done many haunted houses. I think I did like the one that they had at the apple orchard once.
Oh, screw that! That thing,
Right.
the black hole.
That
thing
I just
messed
got
me
like
up.
Isn't that just a maze?
really dizzy.
Yeah.
I just
It's a maze, and then you get vertigo at the end.
Basically,
Yeah.
it's like
But-
they have that huge spinning tube. I only made
Yeah.
it to the end once because I was with Haley, but my parents tried to take me in there when I was little, and we got too scared. And so
Yeah.
it kind of like it's
I
one of
always
those things that
loved
scars
going
you
there.
for
I
life.
just like walked in there and always had a good time.
I wasn't scared
Seriously.
at all from it. It was just kind of like once
She
you got to
paid
the
go in there
end.
and you were scaring people for
Once you got to the end where the
Totally
room
awesome.
is rotating around you, by then I was just like too dizzy. And it's like, all right, I didn't like get much satisfaction out of this. All right, that's it. The end.
That's it for
My
now.
friends, John's still shooting up at Mr. Blair.
He's totally still showing up with Mr.
Well,
Blair.
come back next week when John actually. shows
Oh
up
my
on the
God, it's
podcast.
John! Do you want to say like something for like 2
John, you
seconds?
drug addict.
it.
So, yeah, that took a lot longer than I expected. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, stupid dare role model. Shooting up.
Oh my God.
Bye.
Bye.